An arrogant champ forced the black girl for a match to humiliate her. Maya accepted the match without any excuses. Everyone thought she was signing in for a losing match, but she did the unthinkable that changed everything in an instant. The gym stood tall in Chicago, a fortress of wealth and power. Heavy bags swung under the force of gloved fists, their thuds a steady heartbeat in the air. The smell of leather and ambition clung to everything. Maya Johnson stepped through the doors, a stranger in this world. Her dark skin shone under the bright lights, a stark contrast to the pristine whiteness around her. She carried a worn sports bag, its straps frayed from use, and her sneakers squeaked on the floor, patched and holey from too many miles. At 18, she was a Jamaican immigrant, fresh to the United States, her life a grind of 16-hour days cleaning offices in Queens. She shared a cramped room with 3 others. The youth scholarship program was her lifeline, a chance to escape the shadows and step into something bigger. The gym paused as she entered. Eyes turned, sharp and judging, slicing through the air like knives. Samantha Blake stood at the center of it all. At 26, she was the women's world boxing champion, her name a hashtag in the sport. Her fists were deadly. She ruled social media with a vicious charm, her posts racking up millions of views. Her latest flex photo of her rippling muscles carried a caption that burned. When you're naturally superior, you don't have to pretend to be equal. 500,000 likes fueled her ego, overconfidence. Samantha's gaze locked onto Maya, her lips curling. She saw weakness in the worn bag, the cheap shoes, the outsider who dared to trespass. The gym grew still, the heavy bag silent, as her laughter broke the tension. It was a harsh, grating sound, a weapon meant to wound. She mocked Maya's presence, her voice dripping with contempt, calling her a lost soul, a charity case unfit for this sacred space. The crowd watched, some smirking, others uneasy, as the champion kept on insulting Maya. Maya stood her ground, clutching her cracked phone, her lifeline to the scholarship that brought her here. She apologized to Samantha for no reason. In the past, all her insults had wounded the victims, but Maya didn't move a flinch. This triggered her more. Mike Thompson emerged from his office, a grizzled veteran trainer with a folder in hand. His voice cut through the mockery, firm and steady, confirming Maya's place in the program. Samantha's eyes rolled, but Mike could care less. He cared for results, not her tantrums. Undeterred, Samantha closed in, her smile a predator's grin. She proposed a sparring match, 3 rounds, a test of worth. It was a dare wrapped in cruelty, a chance to crush Maya before she could rise. Maya felt the stares, the pressure, the trap snapping shut. Yet her eyes burned with a quiet fire, a strength Samantha couldn't fathom. She accepted the challenge, her voice calm, her smile faint but unshaken. Samantha faltered, expecting fear, not defiance. She pressed harder, promising humiliation, but Maya's resolve held firm. What the champion didn't know, what she couldn't know, was the storm brewing beneath that calm exterior. In the slums of Kingston, Jamaica, Maya had earned a name, Lightning. It was a title carved from a testament to reflexes that struck like thunderbolts. Samantha saw a victim, but she was wrong. The news spread fast, a spark igniting the gym's restless energy. Boxers, trainers, even journalists trickled in, drawn by the promise of blood and spectacle. Samantha Blake versus an unknown Jamaican. It was a story primed for cruelty, a feast for the social media. Samantha thrived in the spotlight, her phone a weapon as she recorded taunts for her millions of followers. She mocked Maya's shoes, her roots, her daring, promising a lesson in humility that would end fast. The gym buzzed with anticipation, a current of excitement laced with malice. Mike set the rules, 3 rounds, no bets, no broadcasts, just sparring. But Samantha's laughter rang out, dismissing his caution. She saw an easy win, a quick kill. Her followers cheered her on, their comments, destroy her, show her her place, prove who's queen. The virtual mob grew, hungry for Maya's fall. Maya slipped into the locker room, away from the noise. Her hands stayed steady as she tested the borrowed gloves, but her heart raced. She carried Kingston in her bones, the streets where she fought to eat, where fists were exchanged for currency, where survival was the only prize. Mike followed her, his face etched with concern. He urged her to back out, to save herself from Samantha's wrath. The scholarship mattered, but not at this cost. Her reply was simple, unshakable. She wouldn't get hurt. Mike pressed, listing Samantha's credentials, 2 years as champion, power, technique, experience. Maya's eyes met his, fierce and clear. She had something Samantha lacked: hunger. The word landed heavy, a truth forged in hardship. Mike felt it, a chill of recognition. He'd seen that fire before, in fighters who defied the odds. He sat beside her asking why take the bait? Why not walk away? Maya's answer was simple: a hunger. Those who fought to live didn't just spar, they fought to be. Outside, Samantha played her role, mocking Maya's sneakers to a laughing crowd. But the seasoned fighters watched in silence, unease creeping in. Something about Maya's stillness, her quiet acceptance, stirred doubt. Samantha didn't see it, too drunk on her own pride. Maya emerged, her body lean and strong, a fighter's frame hidden in plain sight. Samantha's final taunt hung between them: know your place. Maya's response was a single word, loaded with promise: always. The stage was set, a clash of worlds ready to erupt, the fight begun. Mike couldn't shake the feeling that Maya was more than she seemed. He watched her warm up, her movements precise, her power raw. She wasn't a beginner. Her skills whispered of years of experience beyond this gym. The door swung open, and Uncle James strode in, a man carved from struggle. His scarred hands and weathered face spoke of a life like Maya's, hard and unyielding. He called her Lightning, the name a gunshot in the quiet. Maya froze, her mask slipping. Uncle James's arrival was unexpected, his presence a tether to her past. He questioned her choice, reminding her of promises to leave fighting behind. Mike approached, drawn by the mystery. Uncle James sized him up, then spoke plainly. He'd known Maya since she was 8, and Samantha had no clue what awaited her. The story spilled out, raw and real. Maya had been a street fighter in Kingston, a child forced to brawl for her family's survival. By 12, she toppled bigger foes, her speed quick. By 16, she was feared, respected, and a force named Lightning. She'd quit when she came to America, vowing peace. Mike asked why she'd fight now. Uncle James's answer cut deep. Some saw kindness as weakness, and Maya never let prejudice stand. Across the gym, Samantha preened for her cameras, mocking Maya's family, her poverty. Uncle James watched, disgust in his eyes. She was the kind Maya used to humble, he said. Maya begged him to keep her past buried, but Uncle James's pride shone through. Maya's focus grew sharper. She fought for more than herself, for every soul dismissed, every dream crushed by the likes of Samantha. Samantha, blind to the threat, kept up her charade, her overconfidence. The crowd swelled, drawn by the drama, some rooting for the champ, others sensing an upset. Mike tightened Maya's gloves, asking one last time why she'd do this. Her answer was a firestorm. Samantha saw her as prey, a punchline, a nobody. But where Maya came from, respect was earned, not gifted. When dignity was threatened, never tuck away. The bell rang and the ring became a crucible, two forces colliding, one born of privilege, the other of pain. The fight began, a tempest unleashed. Samantha charged, her jabs a blur, aiming to end it fast. Maya danced away, untouchable, her feet a whisper on the canvas. Samantha's fists met air, her frustration rising. She swung harder, wilder, but Maya slipped through, a shadow with purpose. The crowd leaned in, sensing the shift. Samantha overreached, and Maya struck. Her fist cracked against the champion's jaw, a sound like breaking stone. Samantha stumbled, shock in her eyes, her hand rising to her face. The gym gasped, the impossible unfolding. Maya pressed on, her strikes sharp, deliberate, a rhythm of vengeance. Samantha retreated, her swagger fading. The second round broke her. Maya's punches flowed. Jab, cross, hook, uppercut, a storm of precision. Samantha's defenses crumbled, her breaths ragged, her face marked. The crowd turned, their cheers now for the underdog, a roar of awe and defiance. Samantha's manager shouted, but his voice drowned in the tide. She was alone, facing a force she'd unleashed. Maya closed in, her eyes locked on Samantha's. The champion faltered, sensing the truth too late. With a final flurry, Maya ended it. 4 blows in a heartbeat, each a hammer blow. Samantha fell, a titan toppled, her body still on the canvas. The referee counted, but the fight was done. The gym erupted, a wave of sound crashing over them. Maya stood, sweat dripping, her spirit unbroken. She approached Samantha, now rising in defeat, and offered no taunt, only truth. Respect came from character, not skin or status. Samantha's eyes met hers, humbled, the lesson sinking in. The aftermath was swift, brutal. Social media turned on Samantha, her mockery now her ruin. Sponsors fled, her empire collapsed, her arrogance a ghost haunting her feeds. Maya rose, a star born from the ashes. Her story spread, a beacon of grit and grace. Offers came, millions pledged, her name a symbol of triumph. She stayed humble, founding lightning dreams to lift others, her fists now tools of hope. The gym changed, its scholarship program swelling with dreamers inspired by Maya. Uncle James beamed, his niece a champion in every sense. Samantha's apologies fell flat, her career a wreck, her lesson learned too late. Maya opened a gym in Kingston, her roots reclaimed, her voice steady as she spoke of dignity, not revenge. At her world title fight, she thanked those who doubted her, scorning her fuel. Samantha watched, alone, understanding at last. Maya hadn't just won a fight, she'd rewritten strength, dignity, respect, proving the underestimated can rise unstoppable and redefine the world. Confidence is key for every victory, but overconfidence can turn into arrogance, which is not good at all. So next time you see one with ego or arrogance, just know there are people like Maya to humble them down. If you enjoyed this story, leave a like, share, and subscribe for more awesome stories. Check out our other stories. You will like them. What do you think? Was it the overconfidence that made Samantha lose? Or was it Maya's sheer will and raw strength? Tell us in the comments. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep watching.